Hello, my friends. Welcome to my live on YouTube. I didn't go live yesterday. I know I said I was going to try and go live every day that I could possibly go live since I'm home with a broken ankle. But yesterday I actually shared a blog post that I wrote in the morning that was pretty raw. In fact, it was so raw that I just didn't have it in me to go live and talk about it. So if you missed that, hopefully maybe on the replay I can attach that here. I don't know if I will. I think I'll probably only be able to attach a video. But if that's not the case, I'll put the link in the notes below for that blog post from yesterday, because it is probably my most favorite blog post I've ever written in my entire life, because it was incredibly raw and incredibly me, and just what can I say? So I'm just checking to make sure that I'm live. Yep, there I am. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I wanted to talk about the word worthiness, but here's the problem. The word worthiness is like such a boring word. It's a long word. It's actually not a long word, but it's a long word. It's a word that I never paid attention to until actually just recently. Because I get it. I get the word worthiness. But years ago, I didn't even get that word. Like, if you were to say worthiness, I would have skipped this video. So many of you may have skipped this video or may skip this video because of the title, because of that word. I don't know if it's because of the actual word, or if it's because we feel that we're not worthy enough, right, to actually pay attention to it. And that is actually my point today. And I wrote a blog post about that too. And I should probably put that link to that blog post in the description as well this morning, so you can see what I'm talking about. But what I basically said was, at least myself, if I were to see the word power or excellence or merit, or let's see, I'll just go to my blog post here. I use the words here because, or just, if you go to the thesaurus, as I often do, you can just type in the word worthiness and see what comes up. Here we go. Talented, worthy, excellent, capable, competent, gifted, strong, and have the power, right? All of those words equal worthiness. And I just think worthiness as a word, it's just a really sucky word. I think all of those other words we resonate with the most. In fact, we resonate with those words when it comes to our day job, if we have a day job. When it comes to if we're a stay-at-home mom, it resonates, right? Because there are, especially a stay-at-home mom, we're not going to say that we're always great moms, but there are some days where you're like, I'm just going to pat myself on the back because I did amazing today. But mostly in our day jobs, if you've ever had a job, right? Someone has said, oh, you're really good at this, or you're competent at that, right? Or you're gifted at that, or you get a merit raise because you're good at your job. If you have a good work ethic, chances are you're watching this. If you have a really crappy work ethic, you won't even be watching this video or reading my blog post. But chances are, since you are reading or watching, you will resonate with those words more than the word worthiness. But I want to tell you that the word worthiness is actually the same thing. And here's why. I think if we know that we're good or we're competent or we're excellent at something, or our bosses have told us that, or we get a merit raise, right? We know we're excellent at something. We go, okay, someone told us we're excellent at this, or you're like, I can do this in my sleep, or I'm amazing at what I trained for, right? Maybe you went to school to become an attorney or whatever, and you're an amazing attorney in your own mind. A lot of times we self-doubt that, but that's not the point of this video. But if you've told yourself that, or you know that you're talented at your job, or you're talented as a mom, then I'm here to tell you that you're just as talented, you're just as excellent, you're just as capable, as strong, as gifted, as competent in anything else in your life than your day job. And the only way to know that is, it's the hard part. It's like you just have to realize that. But I'm here to tell you that. I'm here to tell you that you are just as gifted as excellent and as capable as anyone else if you are seeking to do anything besides for what you were trained to do, or what you were meant to do, or what you were, your noble job. I'm a nurse. I have a noble job as a nurse. But I know that I'm more than a nurse. I know that I'm more than a Facebook group strategist. I know that I'm more than a health and fitness coach. And the only reason I know that is because I have had to tell myself before stepping out there and becoming one of those things that I was never really trained to become. I wasn't trained to be a health and fitness coach, but I was one for 11 years because I told myself that I was competent enough to be worthy of that purpose in life. Okay. So for those of you that are like seeking a purpose in life, which I know there are so many, this is really the reason why I wrote this, because I know that there are so many people out there, my friends included, and I know that I'm writing these and I'm speaking to really one or two people that I can absolutely picture right now that I know don't feel worthy enough to pursue what their heart's desire is. And they probably don't even know what their heart's desire is. But what they do know is that it's more than what they're doing today. It's more than their day job. There's something else out there for them. There's something else out there for you. And I know you because I was there in the beginning and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I said, I know that there's more in life than to just be a nurse. And now again, just be a nurse. It's semantics. It's not just being a nurse. It's like I said, it's a very noble job, especially the last couple of years. It's been really crappy, in a good way. And I'm blessed that I did go to nursing school, and I'm blessed that I've been surrounded by nurses, and I'm blessed that I'm in that community. But I also knew back then, 8 years ago, that I was more than just a nurse, but I didn't know what that meant or how to pursue that or what I even wanted that was more. And it just turns out that what was presented to me sounded like something that I was capable of doing, that I was competent or that I could be competent of doing, but I had no idea what I was doing. So I stepped out off the ledge and I just did it. And the more that I did it, the more I felt like, oh crap, I guess I am okay at this. I guess I am strong at this and gifted at this. Because what was happening was people were actually getting transformations. People were changing their lives. People were bringing in income. All of those things that I would have told myself that there is no way that I would be good enough to help people to do those things. But instead I said, all right, well, I know that I'm good at my job. I've always been good at whatever job I had. What says that I can't be good at this, right? So that's being worthy of it. And so for those of you who feel like they're not good enough to do the next thing or to be the 2.0, then I have to tell you that you are, because you know you're good at your job. You know you're good at being a parent. You know you're good at having a good work ethic. You know you're good at being a good human being. All of those things make you worthy of those things, make you worthy of your day job, make you worthy of, collecting an income off your day job, collecting an I love you mom off of being a good mom. That's being worthy of those. Now, why wouldn't you be worthy of doing the next thing? Even if you didn't know what that next thing was. I'm here to tell you that this is a great archive. This YouTube channel is a really great archive of what has happened in my entire life. And I can go back in 2009 and pull up my very first video, and it's on here. I dare you to do that. Pull up my very first video, and you can see and hear in my voice just how unworthy I felt doing what I was doing. But I was scared to death, and I was terrified enough to say, well, I'm good at other things. I probably could be good at this. And it turns out I was pretty darn good. So I'm just here to say, throw out the word worthiness and use those other words. You're competent, you're capable, you're excellent, which makes you worthy of anything, of really anything. I am like stepping out on a ledge currently with sharing my message. In the past, I shared my message when it came to health and fitness. In the past, I shared my message when it came to Facebook groups and communication and relationship building and really connection. And here I am stepping out on the ledge in the last week and becoming the person I was meant to be. This is that higher self that I never, ever, ever would have thought that I would be sitting at here saying this to you. But I know that I'm called to do that. I'm terrified. I'm terrified of it. But at the same time, guess what? I've proven to myself that I was talented at other things. I was excellent at other things. I was capable of those things. I was gifted. I was strong. So what makes me think that I'm not all of those things and worthy enough to step out on a ledge and become that person, that mentor? You know, I'm having a hard time coming up with this life coach or mentor or doing hard crap coach. I don't know. That's what really resonates with me is doing hard crap coach. If you can come up with a better title for me, I would be very grateful. Please send me a message and tell me what a better title is. But that's really what I'm trying to do. I'm really trying to get people past that point where they say, okay, I'm ready to live my life 2.0. I'm ready to live my, not even 2.0, but like my alternate version of my life, my next version of my life. I'm ready to do that, and I'm worthy enough to do that. So get comfortable with the word worthy, and I'll tell you, I'll start to get comfortable with the word worthy. But just know, I speak in simple terms. I don't speak in high level. Whenever I read these high level words, I don't know, you guys, I was a straight C, sometimes B student that got a 740 on her SAT. Like, big words are not for me, but I've been incredibly successful enough to know that you don't need big words to know that you're really freaking good at whatever it is that you put your mind to it. So I'm just here giving you a pat on the back saying, you're worthy. You've got it. You know you have because you have in the past. And that's it. So thanks for joining me live. And if you want to be a part of my community, my community is called Facebook Group Success. Now, we do talk about Facebook groups in there, but currently we're talking about this stuff in there. We're talking about life 2.0. We're talking about doing big things and being big and being bold and sharing your message inside a Facebook group. So feel free to join me. Join me on Instagram, Anna_B_Gray. And I will see you in my next video, and catch the blog post because I'm like pouring from the heart. So love you guys. Bye.